Hey everyone, it's Jessie from YogaVibe here. I'm going to offer some easy seated stretching and breath work for you in this video. So if you'd like, you can grab an easy seat. If you've got a bolster or a firm pillow at home that you want to sit on, help yourself to that. Or you could just sit on the couch or on the floor. You could sit on the edge of your bed or with your back up against the wall. And feel free to adjust the position you're in as we go. When I sit, I like to have my hips higher than my knees. So that's why I sit up on a bolster. When you sit down, you can kind of move your butt cheeks out of the way a little bit, help you get a more even seat. And then let your hands rest somewhere comfortable. So maybe in your lap or on your legs. You could just let your arms come down alongside you or bring them in front of your heart, out to the side, whatever you'd prefer. We'll just give ourselves a few rounds of breath. It might feel good to sigh out a little more air than you take in. Either out through the mouth or fluttering the lips or just like pushing the last of the air out at the bottom of your exhale. Maybe you notice the sound of your breath or sounds around you in the room or outside of the room. You might be able to hear in this video a little bit the sound of the highway moving past outside. Whatever you're observing, there's no need to control it or change it or really do anything at all with that information. We're just tuning in, like where are we right now? And you might want to start deepening your breath through your nose. And if you want, you can count the length of your inhales as you breathe in and try to match your breath out as you breathe out. We're going to bring our arms all the way up into the air. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms, press your hands up, maybe move your shoulders and back a little bit. And we're going to twist to one side. It doesn't matter which one you do. You can bring your hand to the opposite leg, your other arm back behind you. We'll see if we can sit up tall here. Maybe on a breath out, you can relax your shoulders away from your ears. On a breath in, you might want to sit up a little taller. And maybe you look back over your back shoulder for a breath or two to stretch your neck a little extra. No worries if that doesn't feel good. And then as you're ready, look forward, unwind your shoulders. And just take a few rounds of breath. Notice what it's like to be here now. As you're ready, arms reach all the way up. And then we'll twist the other way. Your hand can come to the opposite leg. Your back arm can make a little kickstand or just come to your low back or anything else that you'd like to do with it. And see if you can breathe all the way down into your low belly. Maybe even relaxing some of your pelvic floor muscles. Try to sit up a little taller. And let your shoulders drop a little lower. And as you're ready, Look forward, big breath out. Unwind. I'm going to do a little shoulder roll here. You can shrug your shoulders or do anything else you want with your arms. If you want to take a shoulder stretch or maybe a tricep back of the arm stretch. You could take a side body stretch and go in either direction for as long as you want. And then we're going to come up to our hands and knees for a few rounds of breath. So if you've got something beneath you or if you're seated somewhere, feel free to slide your props out of the way and come onto all fours. I think I'm going to face this way. We're going to take a little shoulder stretch, a little wrist stretch, and a hip stretch. So first, with your shoulders over your knees, feel free to cushion your kneecaps with a blanket. If you have a blanket or a towel, you could arch your back and melt your belly or move side to side. And then bring your knees wide apart, toes together. Sit your hips back and then lower your chest and shoulders down for child's pose. You can let your head rest on the floor or you could stack your palms. Tune into your breath. Stay here for a few deep rounds of inhales and exhales. If that's not comfortable in your knees or in your hips, you could just sit back on the heels, palms face up, chin tucks down, little upward facing child's pose. Take a deep breath in. And then a bigger breath, all the way out. And come back to a tabletop shape. We'll do a twist here. So keep your left hand down, lift your right arm up, reach up for a few breaths, and then twist under. Right arm reaches all the way under the left one, so that the side of your head and shoulder can come down onto the floor or something. So if you want to grab a block or a blanket or maybe that bolster to put under your head or arm, help yourself. Try to reach your hips back behind you. Your front hip might be coming forward. Try to lengthen it away from your armpit. A couple more deep breaths. And then unwind, come back through center, and just give yourself a few rounds of maybe cat and cow, or a child's pose, or if you're feeling like downward facing dog, you could tuck your toes and lift your hips. Knees can stay soft here. And we'll come back to all fours and take our twist in the other direction. Left arm lifts up, open through the front of the chest, and then thread under and through. You can let the side of your head and shoulder find the block, the floor, the ground. Hug your shoulder blades together, reach your outer hips back. Find some breath. And as you're ready, unwind. Come all the way back through the middle. And we're going to come onto our backs. You can swing your legs around towards the front of your mat or the back of your mat and help yourself down onto the ground. We're going to cross right ankle over the left knee like a figure 4. And then you could stay right here with your foot on the ground, trying to widen your top hip and knee away from your face. You could move a little side to side here, so offer a little twist or a little, different rotation to the hips. Or you could hug your knees in and extend one leg long. Or not. Like any variation or any combination of these things is great. And when you're ready to switch sides, you could take a breath with your legs out in front of you or your knees into your chest. Then eventually you'll cross, if you want, the second side. Again, focusing on opening the top hip over like doing anything in particular. You could keep your other leg on the floor, hug the legs in. You could take a twist. And then when you're ready, bring both feet down onto the floor, feet wide apart, knees together. And give yourself a few moments to breathe. Deep, full belly inhale all the way in. Big breath all the way out. One more big breath in. And then big exhale. Feel free to stay here if you'd like to rest for a few more minutes. If you're ready to hug your knees in, you could roll to one side for a breath or two. And then use your hands to help yourself back up to seated. Thank you for doing a little stretching, a little easy, gentle yoga with me. I hope that was helpful for just being in your body for a little bit. Let me know if you have any questions, and take good care of yourselves. Have a great day.